You are live. Share your screen with audience. Okay, I am trying this YouTube thing again. It's been a few years, so I'm gonna try different subjects on this channel to see what I like. And today I am going to talk about my smoothie. Just clearing a bit of dust here. And so I'm drinking this smoothie. It is half a liter. Yes, I use metric system because I'm in Europe. And so I'm going to, well, it looks like a green smoothie, but that's because of one ingredient, spirulina. And so it tastes pretty good. I'm just gonna sip it while I tell you what's in it and maybe why I drink it. Just gonna dust off my screen. Okay. Yeah. So there we go. Just use an old sock. So I've got a bad shoulder ache. Apparently it's a frozen shoulder, and I have an appointment later today to see a physical therapist. So he usually massages the area and gives me some exercises to do. But anyway, I have been vegan for maybe 10 years or so. And but I was kind of still not following Dr. Gregor's advice as much as I should have, I think, because he is like the person, at least in my opinion, to go to for nutritional advice, especially if you're vegan, but even for non-vegans, because he scours through all the research. Like every day, he has a whole team who does that. And he has been uploading videos to the internet. He has a non-profit website, nutritionfacts.org. He's been running it for maybe, I think, more than 10 years, because when I started out on my vegan lifestyle, he had already lots of videos up 10 years ago. So now it's crazy. He has a whole team now, but it started out with just volunteers, I think, and yeah. But he's also written 3 books now, and the first one he wrote was How Not to Die, and I will show. I'll show you the 3 books. Sorry, I'm still in my PJs. So these are his 3 books. This one is How Not to Die. And then he wrote a second one. I think this is the second one anyway. How Not to Diet. And the third one, How Not to Age. So to get healthier as you get older. And I love that title because I do actually feel a lot healthier now than when I was in my, teens, 20s, 30s, especially 30s. That was terrible. I switched to a vegan lifestyle when I was maybe like 37 or so. I'm 48 now. And yeah, so Um, I wanted to show you his books and also tell you what I am putting in my smoothie. So, Dr. Greger has this thing where he um, gives you like a new food pyramid type of recommendation. It's not really a pyramid but it's got like the portions next to the 12 things that you should include in your diet every day. And so I'm trying to follow that now, and I will see if I can find the his pyramid, which is not a pyramid. um, so the first thing you want to include in your diet every day is, oh, there we go. Beans. So he's got beans, and the number of servings he's got every time. So 3 servings of beans, 1 serving of berries, 3 servings of other fruits, 1 serving of cruciferous vegetables, which is from the cabbage family. Cruciferous means it's from the cabbage family, as I understand it. So that's like kale or broccoli or cauliflower or white cabbage, red cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all those things. Arugula, rocket salad, that's the same thing. That's also from that same family. And then 2 servings of greens, other greens, or from the cruciferous vegetables again. 2 servings of other vegetables, so that could be like potatoes or carrots or tomatoes or anything like that. 1 serving of flax seeds, 1 serving of nuts, nuts and seeds, others like I usually add, so beside the serving of flax seeds, I usually try to add sesame. I've got black sesame seeds now. I just toasted some, or walnuts. Those 2 are my nuts and seeds that I usually add on a daily basis. Then 1 serving of spices and 3 servings of whole grains. So for me, I like to use them minimally processed. So I don't really eat a lot of pasta or white rice typically, although I did experiment with that recently. But anyway, but so I use like whole wheat couscous, like the what do you call it in English? I'm not sure. I think anyway, it's wheat. Yeah, couscous. Basically, I think it's pre-boiled or something and then dried again. I'm not sure how they do that. It's like with rolled oats, like they're steamed. So those 2 are my grains actually currently. And I also use, because I saw this in a video, this is not something I've come across in this first book at least, but I think it's a recent edition from Dr. Greger, wheat germ. So I add that to my smoothie. Then, so that's 3 servings of whole grains, and then 5 servings of beverages, and that's water or herbal tea. Yeah, so I drink tea usually, herbal tea, and 1 serving of exercise, which I'm not good at. That's the one thing I kind of struggle with. I mean, I do like when I'm active, when I have to go places, I walk everywhere all the time. I try to limit my use of public transportation, and I don't have a car or anything like that. So at least there's that. But yeah, currently I'm struggling with my shoulder, and I did go to yoga once a week, but now I gotta like let it rest for a while. So I'm not doing that at the moment anymore. And I have taken up running occasionally, but meh, I don't know. It's not really something I seem to be able to keep up. And especially because when I'm on my period or like the days before, even, I just feel very tired and like my muscles are weak, and I can't I can't find the energy to go for a run. And that's usually when I like, I can keep it up daily, and then that week of the month I'm like, and then to have it having to start that over again every like after a week, that's exhausting for me. Like I am not good at that yet. Like maybe I'll find a way somehow, or maybe I'll find some other exercise um that I can do. But for now, yeah, so that's my biggest thing that I'm working on still. Apart from that, I'm very good with a daily dozen for now. So that's good because I hope it will help with my shoulder pain. I don't know if you can see this daily dozen. Hold it to the camera. So uh, beans, berries, other fruits, cruciferous vegetables, greens, other vegetables, flax seeds, nuts, spices, whole grains, beverages, and exercise. And so that's from this book again. If you missed that, from Dr. Greger. But he's got this on his channel, nutritionfacts.org. If you type in daily dozen on that website, I'm sure you get a very clear list of all the things I just showed you. And so yeah, I'm drinking my daily smoothie. This is now the fourth day that I'm drinking this. And I've listed the ingredients in the description of this video. So it's got, but I don't know. I hope it will show up, but I just did that. So, but I'll tell you anyway. It's got, so what I do is I've got a high speed blender, a Vitamix in my case. But any high speed blender will do this, of course. And I put in like 3 pitted dates, 1 piece of ginger, an orange, like for juicing, an organic one. And what I do is it's got no like seeds in it. But so I chop it up like with peel and all. I just throw it in there, chop it into halves, quarters, eighths, 16th, and then poof, I throw that in there. Um, and flax seeds. I throw in the whole flax seeds, like also like a hand, like a tablespoon of flax seeds, as per Dr. Greger's recommendations, and then I add some spices. I use some turmeric with black pepper, and then I add a little bit of water so I can blend it like on high speed until everything. Oh, and goji berries, like a cup of goji berries, like 40 grams, I think, is one serving. Dried goji berries, because fresh berries are a little bit more expensive. Frozen ones are a little bit cheaper, but I've got a very limited freezing space, so I just use dried goji berries for now, and that works. So I throw that in there, high speed for like a half a minute, like 30 seconds or something, until everything is finely blended and there's no chunks anymore, which a high-speed blender can do that. And then a regular blender won't be able to like blend up all the dates and the ginger and the lemon, the orange peel, very smoothly. So that's why a high speed is kind of necessary for this. And then as when I blended that up, I add in the spirulina, the wheat germ, a tablespoon of spirulina. No, sorry, a teaspoon of spirulina, a tablespoon of wheat germ, 2 bananas, and then I just top it up to where it the water to where it becomes like a half a liter. I'm not sure what that is in gallons. Is that the same? I don't know. Um, so 500 milliliters. Uh, and then I blend it on the lowest speed until the banana is nicely blended. But because I don't want to use like harsh high speed on a banana because then that's too much processing again. So if you can, if I can, I try to limit the processing because also I think it's better to not to keep some of the cells intact. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination, but that's how we do it. And so that's what I drink every morning first thing. And so the fun thing is then I can check off a lot of servings on my Dr. Gregor's Daily Dozen list. Like it's got like maybe a third of the um his requirements recommendations, sorry, that I can tick off by just drinking one smoothie. And then I usually start when I'm done with that. I usually start my other meal, and I like with 2 meals I can hit almost every single serving recommendations for that for his daily dozen list. So yeah, that's my smoothie, and it's quite enjoyable. I sometimes I add a little bit of coconut sugar, because especially because the peel of the orange can make it a little bit bitter. Um, but yeah, it's not really necessary. And it wouldn't be like it would be more of an orangey color without the spirulina, but a teaspoon of spirulina makes it green, which that's nice, you know. Yeah. Hmm. So I'll tell you about my second meal maybe in a next video. And I'm gonna leave it here. So thank you for watching.